Alright, hey guys, it's Wizard101 here, and I think I might get a new mic soon. It's been acting up a lot recently, and maybe my voice will be a lot more louder and more clear then. But when we last left off, we finally beat Mushu, and now we're heading off to, well, Dragonspyre. And I have some items to sell, but I don't think I need to sell them right away. So, in our quest book, we need to go to Cyrus Drake. We'll get a bunch of EXP, and I wonder why. Of course, I've already played through this. I'm just trying not to spoil anything for anybody who hasn't. Because who knows, maybe people will follow along later. So here we are in the School of Myth.
Oh, you really think you can outwit Malister?
Yes, I do.
Professor Drake peers down at you, then seems to make a decision.
Well then, meet me in my tower and we'll discuss strategy.
Alright, then let's go meet him in his tower. Sorry about that. I like how he doesn't even move to the tower, he just sits there. Like, what does he do? Does he, like, teleport?
I need to know if you've any hope of surviving against my brother Malister. The only way I can be sure is to challenge you myself. Stand your ground.
Wow. I don't think we have done this ever before. Fight one of the school leaders. Really, this is just only you fighting up against a solo enemy, so I'm gonna pack in a little bit light, and then we'll take him on. He's really easy. If you're a storm, you should have no problem facing him. We have the regular old Wizard101 team. And all we could really do is now pass. He has this one cool, like, monster attack, as they call it in this game, where it's a base set move for wand attack. It deals, I guess you could say, quite a lot of damage, because it practically is like a judgment for Myth, but it's like 110 per pip. So look out for that. I'm not sure if I want to attack with that right away. And we make the first move by attacking. We'll put up a Fent, even though I assume that he will attack next turn. He is quite smart just for an AI. Definitely probably one of the smartest. No, we don't need these. That should do just fine. And that, and 450. Vengeance. And that's what I was looking for. This is what we're gonna use after a Phoenix. It's quite easy, even though he is quite a difficult boss. He has a wide set of moves. Definitely different from any other boss. I mean, like, fighting him, I was like, wizard that teaches from him. Well, not teaches, but some of you may, if you chose a different class and fire. That's perfectly fine. I think we'll put up 450. Let's see where we can go from there. I'm going to just pass. Isn't really that much we could do. I want a wildfire. So that seems like a cool spell to use. And he deals quite a lot of damage too, so I'll pick up that. It's very strategic as well. So as soon as he puts blade or something or other, and we could try a wildfire trigger because then it'll lower his attack. Even though he could put up another one. We'll plan on using that later, so we'll put up this. I'm thinking I should go with a Heck Hound now because I have almost full pips. Let's put up a Fent. Put up another one of these just so that later on we might spam a few. Or I think he has some fighters. But mostly he has. So he is put up a blade and then we will try to go for a more blunt attack or overtime attack. I think I'm gonna go with a more blunt attack. Ooh, a knife fizzle. And I think it is high time that we should heal. That we could. And we gain another power pip. That is always nice. Let's go for Immolate, and then we'll follow up with the Heck Hound, because we have a blade up, and that could benefit us. I also have to note that I really like how he wiggles his finger at you when he accidentally use that attack. Oh well. I like how he wiggles his finger at you whenever he attacks. Or whenever you attack. Oh, I really wanted to see this spell. It's pretty cool. I'll use a link, just like a boost up some health. slash. Then again, he doesn't wiggle his finger at you when you have an overtime. It has to be a front attack. In case if you haven't figured it out already, Firestrike is Malistair's brother. Yes, it is his brother. You'll be surprised of how many people do not know that. And it scares me to this day. I mean, they look the same. They have the same last name. It's pretty obvious. Ooh, I think this attack might put me in danger because I don't attack myself. But then again, going a bit more of an offensive route than a defensive. Almost is taken out. I think we can take him out with the Ice Weaver if we... I think he's gonna throw an attack at us. Oh no, he just passes. His next turn. And let's see if we can take him out. Hopefully we will not fizzle. Then we're going to be in quite a predicament. So there we go, it's just attack, so yeah, we'll live. Just by a little bit though. And we fizzle. Nuts. Well, I guess it's time to heal then. Oh, and I would also like to note that I have Wizard101 added to my Steam library, so now I can look at Steam whenever I want. But I can't do it right now because I'm recording with Raps, but it is very nice to do because it is very interesting. You go, if you're in full screen, then you can always look at the time by pressing Shift Tab. To add items to your Steam library, you have to press it's a button on the lower left, I think.
You're better than I thought.
I'll talk after he's done.
Maybe you have a fighting chance. Do not get overconfident, though.
It's at the bottom. It just says add a non-Steam game.
Malistair is extremely dangerous, far more than I was. You will need my help to defeat him. Meet me in Dragonspyre.
So now we gotta fight. Not fight. Meet. Firestrike, and I have no idea how to pronounce half of the things in Dragonspyre. I'm probably gonna butcher it all. I even butcher the name Dragonspyre. I call it Dragonspyre, Dragonspyre. Actually, I think it's Dragonspyre, not Dragonspyre. Now, when I was a younger kid, if you look back at my older Let's Play episodes, you can see that I do not sound like what I sound like today. I probably sound like a squealer, as many people call it, and I think that's why my fan base has gone up, because now I have much more sturdy of a voice, I guess you could say.
Good, you made it. We have a difficult task ahead of us. There you are, young wizard. When you opened the spiral door to Dragonspyre, I took the opportunity to scry ahead. This is as close as I can come for the time being. Malistair will most certainly sense my presence should I enter Dragonspyre, endangering all we hope to accomplish. Most of the gates and portals are blocked or otherwise impassable. You may now access the outer ring. From there, you must open the gate to the next ring. A library is on the other side of this portal. Go there and discover what answers you can.
Go on top So we have to go into the first portal of Dragonspyre. Dragonspyre. I probably will bounce off of the two quite often. And we'll look at the chops real quick before we talk to him because it'll be a nice good look in the past. Even though now that the bazaar overwrites everything, this is where it used to be at. Everybody would be here. They would look around the shopkeepers, like, here's a theme shopkeeper, and he would sell all these really cool things, and everybody wanted it. And there he also sold the crown shop things, and so did the robe vendor. There were just like so many cool things they could get. I'll just stop by and show you this. It used to be that you could equip. Let me find it. Oh, they took it out. Darn. You used to be able to buy it from here, and you could equip it on any level wizard, and it'll give you 200 health and myth attack, which is really good for that level. And it would just be like the most used thing in PvP, and you would have that hat and then current shop gear in PvP, and that, or you could have the PvP gear. That was definitely like the best thing to get because you had the great resistance, the great accuracy, the great power pip chance at that level though. But now everything's not as good. But let's just continue on with the quest.
Oh, hello there. I don't believe I've seen a living being in quite a long time.
I think
It's so difficult to remember all that I once knew. You know what would help? Our library once housed a magnificent 7-volume series on the history. We thought that the Dragon Titan would destroy the library, so we hid the volume. Ah, so you wish to explore the scenic world of Dragonspyre. It's a beautiful place, don't you think? What's that? Oh my, it's in ruins, I forgot. My apologies. I feel as if I just awakened from a long sleep. Most of the gates into Dragonspyre have been shut down by the Dragon Titan's army, but perhaps we can find a way for you to get in. We have a saying here. When in doubt, turn to the knowledge crystal. The knowledge crystal should have the answers. It's right over there. Use it and come back when you've got your answer.
Thing is, why don't we look up with the knowledge crystal the way to defeat the monster?
The crystal starts to glow and intones the portal gates of Dragonspyre. Auric Blazeburner, all students and faculty of Auric Blazeburner created the portal gates to defend Dragonspyre from outside enemies. Only a portal stone can open a gate. All students and faculty of Dragonspyre Academy are issued portal stones by the Stonekeeper.
Stonekeeper.
Oh yes, I remember now. Auric Blazeburner was quite a powerful enchanter. He made the portal gates and the portal stones to get through them.
Alright.
If you're looking for a portal stone, you might check Holger's old tower. I haven't been there in years, but there were portal stones piled up all over the place.
Well, then let's go check it out. So, my balance wizard finally got to the last level of crafting, so now I can probably craft anything for my fire wizard if I ever do need to, because you could use a shared bank to trade items within your characters. Even the chances are most of you already know that. If you don't, then the more you know. We're about to get a level up here too. Just noticed that we're level 40. I think that you might be able to get a new spell at level 41. I'm not so sure, but I know at level 42 you can get Elephant, which is a really good spell, and it should be able to help you out in Dragonspyre. Spree, Spire, whatever. It's the same thing. Well, it means the same thing.
is it? Show yourself.
Well, he doesn't sound like a nice fellow.
Come closer. Yes. I am but a lowly servant of the great dragon Titan. He is gone from this world.
Well done.
The Necromaster is not fit to lick the Dragon Titan's claws, but he forces me to work from the top of the main tower.
Lick the Dragon Titan's claws, what does that mean?
We have something in common. An enemy.
Enemy.
You want to get into the tower, and I know how. First, we must activate the crystal atop each tower. That will open the portal to the main tower. Each tower is locked, so you must retrieve the keys. The first tower key is held by the loathsome creepers nearby. Go.
Well, he doesn't seem like the nicest guy. Here's a little recipe vent right here. Let's check it out. He sells, or she sells, the balance gear. Most of these are for Mastery Amulet users. None of them are really good. The reason I'm going over here is because if you look at your map, you could actually see where some of them are. Go up here. Is it in here? Oh yeah, you could hop through the gate. Then you can find two. And I just like the note. I love the scenery of Dragonspyre. It just is like such a nice scenery. And the green activation crystal, we'll get into that later. So let's take on these guys. Our first fight in Dragonspyre. Dragonspyre. It's gonna annoy me to prepare less way. Yeah, we don't need it. They're really weak at first. Almost as strong as the average. Plan on getting some monstrous later on so that I could level up my, or not level up, enchant a meteor strike so they can do more damage. I will put up this, why not? It's worth a shot. 25% though, that's quite a lot. Not this 25 plus, it's 25% plus. So let's see if we get lucky with Skull, because I think Skull, well, it should be able to knock him out. And no, we don't, sadly. Oh well. We're fighting the same model of an old enemy. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the first episode. The first episode, if you guys are wondering, you want to go back all that far, listen to my squealish voice. It was an hour long, and it just was all Wizard City and just one thing, and that was it. It wasn't that entertaining to me because it really just had music playing over it, and that was about it. It's not even that popular, I don't think. If you guys want to go, you know, look at it, follow it. Nothing's stopping you. Not stopping you. Just go ahead and look at it. They really are stacking up the traps. Well, let's take him out with a meteor strike. Also, playing as life, here's a little tip. You could get a Mastery Amulet, you don't even have to get one. That was actually pretty fast. I remember that took hours to get. Anyways, it's pretty nice to have balance as a side school because you could get a weakness from it and only train up to Sandstorm, really. because that's like the main key, because life does not get a hit all spell, and neither does death. And I think they should. Well, not like a level 4 hit all spell, I should mean. Not, they do get hit all spells later on, but not at rank 4.
Yes, that's it. But there is more, sad to say.
I like how he talks.
This tower key only opens the door to the first tower. You must activate the crystal at the top to open. Go! Activate the crystal inside the tower. Then, I will tell you how to reach the main tower.
So we'll activate these crystals. That's no problem. There we go. That was a simple little portal. Don't worry, you can walk around these guys easy. Oh, darn, we went to the wrong tower. You have to do these in order, sadly. There. I don't want to walk into battle, that's why I'm just going around the outside of it. Yeah, sometimes the little quests are confused, even if they updated it like a million times. I still can get confused. Oh, I definitely do love this Fire of Dragons. It's free because you can. Well, it's practically just a copying across like these different bridges, and I think that's pretty cool. Make sure that you avoid the enemies, and then use the yellow crystal.
You activate the crystal, and it shimmers to life.
I like how you can actually see this from a distance too. It looks pretty cool. And yeah, it goes straight to that tower, so you have teleportation to that certain tower. The only thing with Wizard101 is that the rendering distance isn't that far. You can't render out like a long ways. If you look in the background, you can see what I mean. Like sometimes like they fade away. Like over there, like I think that's part of the game, but it likes to break up in many ways. And am I going the right way? There we go. There's like a million paths with this. It's crazy. I also have to note that I like the music in Dragonspyre a lot too, because it definitely builds up the hype to like fight Mouse there for the first time, and it definitely does have a very good story. Even though that this was aimed to be a child's game, it definitely was a very good story, and I don't think that it is that much of a child's game. I think it's a good game for anybody. That's why it's rated. Well, it's rated E10.
You has done well, Wizard, but we are not finished. We has begun and are on the way to freedom. Yes, the first of 4 towers is completed. I did not tell you it was so many because of one. Speak to the wizard therein and get the tower key.
So, who do we have to talk to? Oh, her. Alright. Easy enough. Let's see if I can grab some health, because I am low on health, and that always scares me. Because you never know when you have to go into the battle unexpectedly. So let's hop in here.
How did you get here? I don't have... Do me a favor, and I'll help you out. How did you get here? You're no member of the Dragon Titan's army, are you? You must have come for the tower key, right? I don't have it on me, but I know where it is. Unfortunately, the way there is too dangerous for me to show you. I haven't been able to go anywhere because of the monsters. Do me a favor, and I'll help you out. Please go and defeat some monsters, then return here. Then I'll tell you where the tower key might be.
So we have to defeat the soldiers in the Tower of Archives. Let me just simply cut that out. It's really easy. So I'll be right back.